Hey, Steve Baczek, Architect. Yeah, I am out at our Take Two Ranch. I'm going to catch up with Kevin. He is one of the owners at LDS, building this fabulous house, and we're going to give you a tour of the first floor. So let's go, Kevin. All right. Hey, Kev.
Steve, how are you?
I'm doing good, buddy.
Good to see you.
Made it a long way since the last time I was here. We got roof trusses on. We got, fully enclosed here.
Yeah, we
roof
got mechanical
is on.
started.
And we got
our
mechanical
HVAC and plumbing
started.
this past week, so things are moving.
I thought we'd take a little walk around and we can just walk and talk and see where it leads us.
Yeah, let's check it out.
So, obviously, big room. This is probably the most public space in the house, right? It's a pretty grandiose room too, because this is, I think it's like 32 or 34 feet by, I think it's like 28 feet in width. It's amazing sometimes these dimensions just like stick in your head. But it's basically living room, kitchen, pantry, dining, and then front entry.
Yes.
Right? While that looks like a window, it actually, you guys just left that for a guardrail.
Yes.
And it's basically the front door. So we have a nice double door, comes in. We'll have the table here the long way. The dining area gets to get serviced. That oversized doorway there is actually a pocket door that'll get framed in there, but that's actually a real butler's working pantry over there. This was the first time you worked with this framer, I think you said.
Yes.
Right.
Well, first project with you with this framer.
With this framer.
Yeah, he's done a great job. He's worked with us on other projects, but super knowledgeable. We had our weekly meetings, things that we had to show him that are in your plans.
Yep.
Like the sill, the
extended
sill, things like that. But he adapted well, and he's been a pleasure to work with.
Good. To me, it's just it's a nice, great room, not because it's the great room, but it's a good feeling room. It's not overwhelming in size. And these were clients that I won't say, they were in search of optimizing value. Like, they didn't care that they had an extraordinary large room. They didn't want a small enough room. They wanted one just right for their family.
Yep.
And they were willing to spend the money on whatever they wanted, but we had to understand what that kind of value judgment was for those decisions. And I think they did a really good job because honestly, this is a beautiful room. As far as kitchen, you're gonna have a beautiful L-shaped kitchen there, probably about a 10-foot island here. You get a butler pantry to a beautiful dining space that's probably, 11 or 12 feet by about 16 feet. It's, perfect. And then you're gonna have about a 17 or so by 20 foot living room inside, but it's gonna live large.
Yeah, and one of the cool things about this house is this porch that you designed. Everything we've talked about with the client has been the flow from living room, kitchen, out into this space.
Yeah.
And what the clients have talked about doing is a pool located over here on the left side.
Okay.
And then we'll have outdoor kitchen, a fire pit, and then also a fireplace right here on the right side.
Gotcha.
So they want this to act as part of the house too. So it makes the space, although it doesn't seem that way now, when it's done, this will be part of.
It'd just be an extension of the living space.
Yep.
When I see a sign that says, please do not use slider, guess what I do? I use the slider. Yeah.
And it's not that it's broken, it's just that everyone that comes in the house
only that,
will use the slider.
I think this is a 9-footer.
Yes.
And if I had to guess, I know people are gonna be like, oh my God, but this is probably about a $16,000 door system. Right? And the reason for that is, when I rotate this handle, you'll see the door, it's called lift and slide. It literally lifts up on a set of wheels. And then that allows me, this panel is probably, if I had to guess, probably about 500 pounds.
Yep.
And, the mechanics on these doors is just, it is absolutely crazy how well they work. right? And then we get that nice big opening. We'll get access to it. But the other thing I like about these is, you know, if you wanted some ventilation, you can have the screen, and then you can just open it up 2 inches and you can drop it down. And I mean, little kids can't get out.
That's not
I
moving.
can't move either.
Nope.
The dog can't get out. Nobody, but I get this full strip of ventilation now. You know, the Europeans, these are beautiful, but hence, don't use the slider because it's a very expensive door,
Yeah.
and it's not one that anybody wants to pay to fix.
No, and when people come in here, they do exactly like you do. And
Oh,
myself.
everybody wants to
They
play
want
with
to
it.
play with it and see the cool things it does.
Yeah.
EAS did the installation of the slider and the windows. They
Yep.
did a phenomenal job. We went over this multiple times with EAS, and how this operates and the movement of this is just spot on. So couldn't be more happy with them.
They do a really, and they do a really, EAS is European Architectural Supply. You've seen me, I recently just went with Patrick, the owner. We were in Slovakia. I've been to the factory where this was made.
Yep.
And yeah.
Was that a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago. And it was a very exciting trip. I got full access, like just seeing how they put this together, how they weld those corners. And so you can check out some of my other videos. I haven't posted those yet, but I will be posting them. It's just a lot of intense editing to make sure we get everything in there, but it's
Great
all
product.
there.
Yep.
So why don't we turn right, and this is kind of the more public, except for the back corner. The way this is organized is we basically have this giant public space. To the left are the 2 kids' bedrooms, the office and bathroom. To the right, we have a bunch of little utility spaces, and then we have the owner's suite. So we'll take a walk down here. This I call a Costco pantry. It's nothing more than it's a walk-in closet for the kitchen. All right,
No
it's gonna have a bunch of
appliances.
shelves, no appliances. You don't go in there to do anything, you go in there to get stuff. There, it's all being stored. This room here, we called it the cake room, and the reason for that is the wife client, she has a business where she makes cakes, cupcakes, and
Cookies
all
and
of that, cookies and such. And so this is her kind of private baking room, if you will,
Yes.
for her business.
Yep. So we have gone over multiple scenarios for this room. We're still in the design stages as to where we're going to set our ductworks for our supply and our returns, and also where her cooking station is going to be.
Yeah.
So it's still up in the air, but going to be pretty cool when it's done for sure. This is my first cookie room.
Yeah, my first cookie room. There you go. The laundry room. And the laundry room here, it's actually a mix of laundry room and powder room.
Yep.
And, you know, some people might think, okay, it's a little crazy. You got to walk through the laundry room to get to the powder room. But the one thing that I think works really well here, and you touched upon it over there, is they're going to have a pool just out here off to the left.
Yep.
And so kids using the pool, they're going to come in wet. You want to have a bathroom that's, you know, the door swings open, it's 2 steps, you're in the bathroom.
That was the plan for that.
Yeah, and the laundry room, you're carrying all those towels and stuff in. You can drop them here in a bin, and then mom or dad can have at it washing the towels. So it's a
Thought of
very
it all.
effective solution as far as where the location of a space is, not only what the space is. We have our 3-car garage there with our landing. We take a quick peek. You can see we have our stairs that go down to the basement, which has become kind of a thing in almost every custom home we do now. We put stairs down to the basement. I don't know why you wouldn't do that on a decent sized home.
Especially on a 3-car garage.
Yeah, exactly.
Beneficial.
This is just a really long mudroom that has a series of benches and closets and hanging space. So very effective. You come in off of there, very much like the powder room. You come in out of the kitchen, or I mean out of the garage. You have snow on your shoes, or it's been raining out, your jacket's dripping wet. You don't want to traipse through the house. You want to be able to come in here and kind of make that transition.
Yeah, so this will all be built-ins, and then we'll have radiant floor here that will run from here into the cat room, which
Go
is
ahead.
another.
You heard it right. It's
Another
the cat room.
new for me. So they have multiple cats. So we're building a room for them. We'll have a drain inside of here in case they want to wash the cats, so we can
Yep.
drain all the water to one location. There'll be a venting system. I know, I don't know if we're using yet Zender on this house.
Okay.
So there'll be a Zender system in here. But yeah, this will be cool. I'm excited to see
Yeah.
what this is going to look like.
Yeah.
But
We'll be sure to come
it's my
back
first.
and update you on the cat room for Catwoman. So if we turn left, we immediately get into what I would consider a very private space. So this is all the owner's suite.
Yep.
And we have a nice oversized closet. We'll hit that on the way out. But going down here, you walk into basically the owner's bedroom.
We
Got a
the
nice big bed
plumber
wall.
starting, so all his stuff's all over the place, but it's good to see on the jobs.
It's makes they got to
Things are
put their
moving.
stuff somewhere, right? But we have some nice windows. We'll have a nice view out to the pool. We get a nice view out to the patio there. But we also have a wall where we can mount a TV. We can get a dresser. We have a beautiful long wall here for a bed wall. We can stick a little chair in the corner. So it's a really good room. This one's probably, I think it's about 14 or so feet this way. It's got to be a good 17, 18 feet.
Yeah.
In that direction.
Really nice space.
So it works out well, but as nice as this is, check out this shower.
Yeah, this is a shower for a king and queen.
I know you put in some 2x here because we were discussing, like, can we make the shower a little bit bigger? And there you have it. This is, I don't know, every bit of 4 foot by probably
Yes.
a little over 8 foot.
Yeah, this is
4.5.
4.6 by 8.6 inside the curb. We'll have a bench on this side. When
Yep.
you walk in, the glass will come all the way over here and wrap all the way around so that we have the view outside.
Yep.
And then speaking with the client, we'll have a door in the center here, and we'll have his and her valves on each side along with their finishes. They'll have rain shower heads, they'll have hand controls on each side. So really cool setup. Went over this a couple times with them, so they're super happy with the way this is
Yeah.
coming to fruition.
And like you said, we'll have a nice big garden tub here in front of the picture window looking out over onto the pool. One of the things that I like, I know it's crazy, but like over the years, a nice generous linen closet inside the bathroom.
Yeah.
I think it's, I think it's really important. It's like, I don't want to have to remember to grab a towel in the hallway to bring it in. I want to be in here, step out of the tub and go, oh, I forgot my towel. No problem. Open the door and the towels are here. It works quite well. And, the thing about this is if you're looking for ways to say, challenge the cost, and this is where, trying to understand the value with the homeowners, right? We have a wall here that goes from this wall to access into the toilet room, stopping short. We're probably about 16 feet. Mm-hmm. So we could have done 16 feet of cabinetry, mm-hmm. but you wouldn't have got this level of storage,
Right.
and you would have gotten a much higher price. So here we put the first 6 or 7 feet, we put the linen closet in. The remaining 8 or 9 feet, which is still a gorgeous
Plenty of
vanity
space, yep.
system, we have that there, but you saved a bunch of money by not having to do that last 7 feet and custom cabinetry and countertops and all of that stuff. So when you're laying out, your own house, you think about what those trade-offs are, because the vanities, for one, by the time you put the plumbing, the trap, and all of that, you really don't have a lot of storage in there. So this becomes, even that much better
Absolutely.
to have inside the room. It doesn't hurt.
And it changes on every house. Every house.
It changes on every house.
This
And-
is a custom build, so we've seen it every which way.
Yep.
So we give them the opportunity to pick out if it's a closet or if it's a built-in, but cost does come into play here.
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, I tell clients when we're designing it, sooner or later we have to apply a number
Yep.
to every decision you make. And the decision of 8 feet of cabinetry versus 16, those are 2 different price points.
a lot more.
A lot more, yeah. So toilet in its own closet. We obviously have a tilt-turn window in there that if we wanted to vent it properly, we can.
Yep. Each toilet in the house will be a bidet system.
Okay.
So that will be in 3 locations throughout the house here.
Good. And then, of course, large
Massive
walk-in closet. And the beauty of this layout, I've done it a number of times, but it allows the husband to get up earlier than the wife, or vice versa, depending on the situation. But in this case, it was the husband. He can go in and take a shower, and then he can come into the closet. He can get dressed here and then leave the room without ever having to return to the bedroom.
That was the goal, and I think we had spoke about that when we were designing the house with you. So it was just, they bring that up often, that one of them leaves before the other. So
different
it helps
time.
them for sure.
Yep. So, and then we'll go back out here, but we can take a stroll across the family room here. So we'll leave this side, and it was the intent of the homeowners to have the kids' bedrooms opposite their bedroom. They wanted to be on the other side of the house. And you know, we did look at options if we put all the bedrooms on one side, which that's a client thing too. Because I have a client now, like they want to be on the same side as the kids. And then here they were like, no, we want to be on the bookends.
Before you know it, the kids will be teenagers, and
the
they
kids
wanna
will
be on
feel
the other
like,
side.
yeah, they want to be as far away from mom and dad as possible. So anyways, on this side, we were able to sneak in this office. We're going to have a nice pair of French doors there that the home office is right off of the entryway. So that'll work out quite well. Our staircase here down to the basement, because it is a one-story ranch, we're not going up anywhere, just down.
To a great space.
Space.
It's another house down there.
It is another house. We have a couple bedrooms, a fitness room, a large media room, and another full bath.
Wine storage under the stairs.
And some wine storage under the stairs. So we have some fun stuff coming up to look at there. Nice oversized linen closet. And then, you know, one of the things that I like, you know, when you walk down, looking through the doors and out a window, it just gives me a little bit of relief that I'm not staring at a wall or a window. Here we have a couple sinks, and then we have our toilet room and our tub room there. Someone can be using the toilet or the tub without locking access to the sink room. And then on each side there we have a standard bedroom with about a 7 or 8 foot walk-up closet. This side here, we have a comparable bedroom, but this side here was for the daughter, so she gets a little few perks. One, we get a window seat that we're going to build out here in front of the picture window. One of the things to note, this window is actually a tempered window. And it's a tempered window not because of its proximity to the sill. It's if you put a bed here or a window seat that is down here, now this is close enough so it constitutes what I would term a hazardous area. And you don't want, you know, you get the brother and sister, they're jumping up here, they're wrestling, one falls into the window. You want to make sure that that window is a tempered window. So, and then of course, you know, little princess gets a massive walk-in closet.
As she should.
As she should, but you know, it's funny because when I look through the years at projects of doing these, you know, early on, kids' bedrooms, they would get a 4-foot closet with, you know, a pair of 18-inch leaves, a 3-foot door.
Yeah.
And then it would move up, okay, they need bigger closets. You know, a few years later, it's a 6-foot closet with 2 24-inch doors. Then it's an 8-foot closet with 2 30-inch doors. Then it's a walk-in closet with, you know, a rod down one side. Now, like this 20 years ago, this would have been the dream closet for the owner's suite.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. This is like standard kids closet, right?
They live in a different world.
Yeah, it's really...
it's our own fault.
It is our own fault. And I remember distinctly doing this project for a husband and wife, and the wife saying, you know, we were doing a new house, and she said, you know, I was just at my sister's. All of her kids have walk-in closets in their rooms. I don't think we should do this project without having all walk-in closets in all the bedrooms. And the husband saying, you know, I grew up in a house, I shared a room with 2 brothers, and we probably had a 4-foot closet for the 3 of us. And it's like, yeah, I mean, that's times change, but you know, that's your wife, that's what she wants, and guess what?
She gets it.
You're going to get it.
Yeah.
Every one of your kids is going to have an oversized closet, regardless of what you grew up with. So anyways, that completes our interior tour. So I don't know. Thank you. What do you say? Let's head down to the basement.
Yeah, let's check it out.
And we'll check that out.
Sounds good.
Hey, you see it. If you're a subscriber, Thank you very much. Drop a comment. Let me know, hey, what do you want to see? What do you want to talk about? If there's any questions here, be respectful. If you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe button. And until next time, you know it. Long live our buildings.